Hi guys, welcome to Full Time Devils. I'm Adam McKola. This is the review for United's 1-1 draw in Rostov against Rostov. 1-1 on the night. Mkhitaryan with United's goal. Rostov grabbing a goal back in the second half. It was at a point they scored their goal when Manchester United were dominating the play, and I thought, look, this game has been scrappy. It hasn't been great, but United will probably go on and get a second goal now. And then Phil Jones falls asleep at the back. He falls asleep. Boom. Ball over the top. Strikers in. Fantastic touch. Fantastic finish. It's 1-1. And you're thinking, how the hell did that happen? But decent result on the night when you take into consideration everything that we had to deal with. When you take into consideration the travel, the pitch, the fixture schedule that we've got coming up. When you take into consideration all these things, plus it was a difficult game. Rostov aren't mugs. They haven't lost many games at home, if any, recently. And they beat Bayern Munich there in November, which says a lot about them. But today, I don't think they showed much, really. I don't think they showed much at all. And this was a side that, yes, they got a 1-1 draw today, but United were comfortable throughout. It was hard to play any football on that pitch. And them guys coming to Old Trafford, Manchester United should be slapping them for a couple of goals. So I think that was a decent result there tonight. Mkhitaryan getting another goal for Manchester United on his return from that hamstring injury. He scored at San Etienne, he went off injured, comes back in the Europa League away from home and gets another goal. So fair play to Henrik Mkhitaryan, and it was a fantastic goal for Manchester United as well. The ball coming over the top to Fellaini, who brought it down on his chest magnificently well, takes it around the player, puts in Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Zlatan's first touch looked like it was going to take the ball out of play, but he managed to find another two touches to cut it back to Henrik Mkhitaryan, who tapped the ball into the corner, and then it was 1-0 to Manchester United, and it was a goal that we deserved in the first half. I thought our performance was okay, but when I'm saying the performance was okay, and then you take into consideration our pass completion, which was around 55% in the first half, that says it all. We weren't going to go out there and play football today. Jose Mourinho said it before the match. Look, we can't play football here. Look at this pitch. And the pitch was awful. It was okay out wide, but in the middle, when the players were running, it was giving way. There was sand and dust kicking up, and the ball was bubbling all over the place. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a few twisted ankles out there today. So United to go out there, get a decent result, go back home with a 1-1 draw, an away goal in the bag in case they do pull off something and pull off a shock and grab a goal. And then United should be beating these guys, and I wouldn't be surprised if we do smack them for 3 or 4 goals at Old Trafford. But, of course, the tie isn't dead yet, but it's a decent result given the circumstances. One concern for me, now I don't want to pick holes in any performances as such. I've seen people criticising Paul Pogba and that. And then you're really criticising someone's footballing ability on a day like this when you couldn't play football. But one concern for me was because the ball was in the air and I thought it was a defensive positioning thing. Was Phil Jones' positioning and him falling asleep at their goal. He didn't need to fall asleep. Why did he do that? He didn't need to lose his runner. His runner came straight across. He could see him. Why are you going to sleep there? It didn't make any sense to me, but Phil Jones did that today. And I thought that was poor from him. He had a mistake in him at the weekend when he gave that penalty to Bournemouth. But poor today from Phil Jones falling asleep there. But overall, the defence did deal with things quite well. Thought Marcus Rojo was real good at the back today. I thought he did things very well, tidying up for the Reds. I thought Marouane Fellaini was very good. I thought Daley Blind did okay. But apart from that, it was just generally a very good team performance. And United have got a result. Go back home, beat this lot comfortably. I'm saying that. I think we should. I know I'm kind of making it difficult for myself if United go out there and don't get a result at Old Trafford. But United should be definitely getting a result against these lot at Old Trafford and going through to the last 8. My man of the match was Marouane Fellaini. I thought he was involved in a goal. It was a fantastic ball over, brought it down on his chest. And I thought his great involvement in the goal. I thought his involvement defensively as well and in the midfield was pretty good. And at times today, Manchester United just had to bypass that midfield. We were questioning the team selection at the start of the game and thinking, what's going on with this team selection? How are we playing? What formation is it? And we played very well. We had to bypass that midfield. We went with like a 3 at the back. We had Ashley Young and Daley Blind patrolling down the sides. And we just had to keep going long. And Marouane Fellaini was very, very useful for that. Going to hit up some of your comments now. See what you guys are saying in those comments. Kalachev is not playing next match, so that advantage Man United. Says Anik, I think it's advantage Manchester United anyway. But yes, their captain and another one of their better players today